You may never recognize their faces. You may not know their names. But without them, Hollywood would not be Hollywood. For decades, these men and women transformed danger into art, turning ordinary film sets into arenas of breathtaking chaos. They are the unsung heroes of cinema, the stunt performers who risked life and limb for the thrill of the story. Before CGI, before green screens, before computer-controlled safety nets, there were the daredevils of the vintage era, the ones who turned screeching tires, shattered glass, and airborne chaos into the poetry of motion. From Smokey and the Bandit to Bullitt, from stagecoaches racing across rugged terrain to motorcycles soaring over barbed wire, these legends choreographed danger with fearless precision. Every skid, every crash, every explosion was real. Calculated, yes, but lived with guts, gears, and a pulse-pounding courage. They didn't just drive cars. They defied physics. They conquered fear. And they laid the foundation for the action cinema we know today. Today, we count down the greatest stuntmen of the vintage era. The pioneers who risked everything to make movie magic unforgettable. Hal Needham. Few names resonate in the stunt world like Hal Needham. A master of mechanical intuition, athleticism, and narrative flair, Needham turned danger into cinematic poetry. He began as Burt Reynolds' stunt double, and his work would set new benchmarks for vehicular stunts. In 1970, Hal co-founded Stunts Unlimited, a pioneering organization that professionalized stunt work, providing structure, training, and safety in an industry that had long relied on improvisation and sheer courage. But it was Smokey and the Bandit in 1977 that immortalized him. Using real cars, practical effects, and high-speed driving, Needham created sequences that were as hilarious as they were hair-raising. Controlled rollovers, ramp launches, and airborne spins, every stunt was precision engineering meeting pure adrenaline. For Needham, stunts were storytelling. Every crash had rhythm. Every chase had suspense. His influence transformed stunt work from a behind-the-scenes risk into celebrated cinematic artistry. In 2012, Hollywood recognized his contributions with an Academy Honorary Award, a long-overdue tribute to a man who rewrote the rules of action filmmaking. Yakima Canutt. If Hal Needham was the poet of modern stunt driving, Yakima Canutt was the architect of stunt innovation. A former rodeo champion, Canutt brought an unmatched understanding of motion, balance, and timing to early Hollywood. In 1939, Canutt choreographed one of the most legendary sequences in film history, the stagecoach chase in John Ford's Stagecoach. He personally leapt onto galloping horses, slid under moving coaches, and made every second pulse with danger. But Canutt was more than just daring. He engineered the first safety harnesses, developed the running W to trip horses safely, and created rigging systems that allowed stunts to be repeated without risking lives. Later, he adapted his techniques for car chases, setting the groundwork for realism and technical excellence in action cinema. Canutt didn't just perform stunts. He invented the rules by which all stunts would be safely executed, forever shaping the craft. Bill Hickman was the embodiment of unfiltered realism. Known for his high-speed precision driving, Hickman became synonymous with raw action in late 1960s and early 1970s films. His most iconic work? Bullitt, 1968. Behind the wheel of a black Dodge Charger RT 440 Magnum, Hickman raced through San Francisco streets, performing a chase that remains one of the most thrilling sequences in cinema history. Real speeds, real risk, no rear projection, just skill, nerve, and a perfect understanding of motion. He later performed the subway chase in The French Connection, 1971, weaving through actual traffic with hair-raising precision. His daring wasn't reckless. It was methodical, controlled, and breathtakingly real. Hickman made speed terrifying, and audiences never looked at car chases the same way again. Carey Lofton was the master tactician of vehicular stunt work. A former motorcycle racer, he transformed high-speed chaos into cinematic elegance. From Bullitt, 1968, to Vanishing Point, 1971, and Duel, 1971. Lofton executed some of the most precise and tense chases in history. He could slide, drift, and crash vehicles with surgical accuracy, often hitting marks to the inch while traveling over 100 miles per hour. Lofton's philosophy was simple: realism over spectacle. Every skid had purpose. Every spin told a story. He proved that the most gripping stunts aren't reckless. They're orchestrated with mathematical perfection. Bud. Eakins was a master of 2 wheels and 4. A champion motorcycle racer turned stunt legend. He is best remembered as Steve McQueen's trusted double. Eakins performed the iconic motorcycle jump in The Great Escape, 1963, soaring over barbed wire on a modified Triumph TR6 trophy. He also helped choreograph the groundbreaking car chase in Bullitt. Eakins brought precision, courage, and innovation to every stunt, merging professional racing skill with Hollywood showmanship. He wasn't just a stuntman, he was a storyteller on wheels, a man whose talent elevated cinematic action into artistry. Ronnie Rondell Jr. was fearless and brilliant, specializing in orchestrated chaos. Known for high-impact car crashes, Rondell coordinated massive sequences that looked spontaneous but were meticulously calculated. His genius lay not just in daring maneuvers, but in his ability to synchronize multiple vehicles, predict trajectories, and create moments that thrilled audiences while keeping performers safe. The Getaway, 1972, showcased his mastery of speed, timing, and camera angles, bringing tension and realism that set a new standard. In The Blues Brothers, 1980, Rondell orchestrated a record-breaking pileup of over 100 police cars. Every crash, flip, and roll was precisely calculated, combining artistry with engineering. Rondell's work didn't just entertain, it pushed the boundaries of what practical stunts could achieve, turning orchestrated chaos into breathtaking cinematic spectacle. Even decades later, filmmakers study his sequences for insight into high-stakes stunt coordination, proving his impact is timeless. Dar Robinson was the visionary of engineered danger. A former motorcycle racer and gymnast, he didn't just perform stunts, he reinvented them. He invented the decelerator, a concealed air brake system that allowed performers to safely execute high falls without the clunky visual distraction of airbags, opening new creative possibilities for directors and stunt designers. Robinson executed thousands of stunts with flawless precision, including a heart-stopping 220-foot free fall in Stick, 1985, and electrifying, pulse-pounding car sequences in To Live and Die in L.A., 1985. Every stunt was meticulously calculated, from trajectory to landing, merging athleticism with scientific engineering. Tragically, he lost his life during a motorcycle stunt rehearsal in 1986, a sobering reminder of the risk inherent in his craft. Yet, Robinson's legacy endures. His innovations reshaped stunt safety, expanded creative possibilities, and inspired generations of performers to combine fearlessness with ingenuity. Dick Butler's career spanned decades, shaping both the action and safety of Hollywood stunts. From television classics like Star Trek, The Next Generation, to iconic films such as Jaws and The Towering Inferno, Butler's versatility and technical mastery made him invaluable. He was not only a stunt double for top actors, but a coordinator who choreographed fight scenes, vehicle sequences, and complex action scenarios. His attention to timing, physics, and realism brought authenticity to every stunt. Whether doubling a star in a perilous jump or calculating a perfectly synchronized car crash. Butler also influenced how stunt work was planned on television, introducing systems that allowed complex sequences to be executed safely. Quiet, professional, and deeply respected, Dick Butler shaped generations of stunt performers, leaving a legacy of discipline, skill, and a relentless commitment to making cinematic danger appear effortless. Jeff Dean. Jeff was both a master mechanic and a visionary stunt coordinator. Beyond performing stunts, he engineered some of the most iconic stunt vehicles in Hollywood history. From the smashing police cars of the Blues Brothers to James Dean's legendary Porsche 550 Spider. His brilliance lay in his dual mastery of performance and engineering. Every car he touched was designed to survive extreme flips, crashes, and high-impact maneuvers while maintaining speed and authenticity. Jeff understood weight distribution, suspension tuning, and chassis reinforcement at a level that allowed stunts to be repeated safely, yet still appear dangerous. Beyond technical prowess, he brought creativity and storytelling to vehicle design, making each car a character in its own right. His innovations ensured that stunts were both thrilling and repeatable, leaving a lasting imprint on Hollywood's stunt culture and vehicle action design. Frank Toman. Frank Toman elevated stunt work to new heights, quite literally. A decorated pilot and stunt flyer, Toman applied the discipline and precision of aviation to cinematic stunts. He orchestrated mid-air sequences, low-altitude maneuvers, and complex aerial choreography for films like Catch-22, 1970, and The Great Waldo Pepper, 1975, integrating aviation with ground-based stunts to create scenes that felt authentic and terrifying. His deep understanding of aerodynamics, timing, and physics allowed him to perform feats most would consider impossible, merging danger and precision in equal measure. Beyond the camera, Toman contributed to safety innovations, developing protocols and rigging systems that allowed dangerous aerial sequences to be executed repeatedly. His career reminds us that stunt work isn't just about risk. It's about mastery, innovation, and the ability to transform technical expertise into cinematic spectacle. Terry Leonard. Terry Leonard was the embodiment of versatility in stunt work. From horseback sequences to high-speed car chases and intricate fight choreography, Leonard seamlessly blended danger, control, and cinematic storytelling. His work on Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, honored Yakima Canutt's legacy, performing the iconic truck drag sequence that required perfect balance, harnessing, and timing to avoid fatal injury. Leonard's brilliance lay in his ability to choreograph chaos without sacrificing safety or realism, making every stunt thrilling yet believable. He worked tirelessly behind the scenes, developing custom rigging, pulley systems, and safety mechanisms that allowed performers to push boundaries without unnecessary risk. Leonard's career spanned decades, and his contributions demonstrate that stunt work is both an art and a science, a combination of courage, intellect, and meticulous engineering that continues to inspire modern stunt professionals. Jack Gill revolutionized stunt driving in film and television, blending physics, timing, and creativity to redefine what was possible behind the wheel. From the Dukes of Hazzard to Knight Rider, Gill engineered spectacular jumps, flips, and mid-air spins, often designing custom-built ramps and vehicles to achieve his vision. His work was precise yet exhilarating. Every stunt calculated to appear spontaneous while maintaining safety and repeatability. Gill introduced innovations like roll cages, reinforced chassis, and internal harness systems that became industry standards. Beyond performance, he mentored emerging stunt drivers, bridging the gap between the fearless methods of the vintage era and the professional standards of modern stunt work. Jack Gill's legacy is a testament to innovation, precision, and the power of combining technical mastery with daring creativity. Lauren James. Lauren James was grace and precision personified. As Steve McQueen's trusted stunt double, a former Marine, and a skilled gymnast, James executed high-risk sequences with fluidity and elegance, seamlessly blending danger with narrative storytelling. From the high-speed car chases in Bullitt, 1968, to complex horseback sequences in The Magnificent Seven, James's work transformed stunt performance into cinematic art. He mastered the subtle choreography of camera angles, timing, and performer movement, making every sequence visually compelling and narratively integral. Over his career, James contributed to over 500 film and television productions, demonstrating versatility across vehicles, horses, combat, and underwater stunts. His calm precision, athleticism, and commitment to realism elevated stunt work from mere spectacle to a highly respected craft, leaving a legacy of innovation and artistry. Chuck Bale was a performer, coordinator, and advocate for the stunt profession. His career spanned decades, encompassing television classics like Starsky and Hutch and meta-cinematic explorations of stunt work. Bale's genius was in balancing speed, spectacle, and safety, creating action sequences that were visually thrilling yet narratively meaningful. He developed innovative techniques for controlled rollovers, explosions, and multi-vehicle coordination, making dangerous stunts repeatable while retaining the illusion of chaos. Beyond performance, Bale championed recognition for stunt professionals, advocating for their inclusion in awards and industry acknowledgement. His work demonstrated that stunt performance was not just technical skill or bravery. It was artistry, choreography, and storytelling, all executed under extreme pressure and risk. Bale's influence continues to resonate across Hollywood today. Tom Huff. At the pinnacle of Hollywood stunt mastery stands Tom Huff. A veteran stuntman and coordinator, Huff's career spanned decades and genres, from the Blues Brothers to Terminator 2. Judgment Day. His expertise covered high-speed car chases, explosive action sequences, aerial stunts, and complex mechanical setups. Huff combined timing, mechanical knowledge, and physical endurance to execute sequences that were both thrilling and believable, blending realism with cinematic spectacle. Whether doubling actors, choreographing stunts, or overseeing coordination across massive sets, Huff embodied the spirit of old-school stunt work, meticulous, fearless, and authentic. His legacy endures in every modern action scene that seeks to recreate the raw intensity and heart-pounding excitement of the vintage era, reminding audiences that true cinematic courage is lived, not simulated. From dusty highways to cinematic skyscrapers, from galloping horses to roaring engines, these stunt performers rewrote the rules of film. They didn't need CGI. They didn't need cameras to cheat physics. All they needed was courage, skill, and unshakable nerve. Their legacy lives on in every car chase, every high fall, every pulse-pounding action sequence we watch today. They didn't just perform stunts. They transformed danger into storytelling, risk into art, and courage into legend. So the next time your heart races during a high-speed chase on screen, remember the men and women who risked it all so cinema could thrill us forever. Hollywood's daredevils. Unsung, fearless, immortal.
Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more dives into Hollywood's hidden history.